Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, then hi, my name is Caitlin. Welcome. And today you can probably tell from the crazy blue look on my eyes today, I'm going to be reviewing the brand new Natasha Denona mini trichrome palette. This is me in a palette. Okay, you guys were tagging me like crazy in this. And yeah, I don't blame you. I am kind of well known. I don't want to say well known. That's kind of toot my own horn. But people do think of blue eyeshadow, I guess, when they see me and when they talk about my channel, especially in the panning community, because blue eyeshadow is my favorite eyeshadow color to wear in the world. So when Natasha Denona came out with this, all eyes, and I snapped this up, you best believe. I have been following Natasha Denona since about the time the Glam palette came out, and that was quite a few years ago, and I have kept saying on my channel, I am waiting for something that grabs me. I'm waiting for something that is not neutral. I'm waiting for something that is not muted colors. I'm waiting for something blue, though I did dare not say that, okay? I dared not say I'm waiting for something blue, but here we are. The mini trichrome palette. So this is the packaging. Look at this. It does have like a duochrome packaging. It is so beautiful. This is what the palette looks like up close. Mine is currently bashed because I have done this look, but you are seeing on screen now what it looked like fresh out the packaging. It was absolutely beautiful. This is the back of the packaging, just in case you're allergic to any mica or any ingredients that are in eyeshadows. You can see it on here. You can take a screenshot, you can have a look, see if the ingredients are good for you. But today I'm going to be doing swatches of this palette. Obviously there's only 5 shades, so it won't take long. And I'm also going to be doing this eye look with you today. Let me tell you, it was difficult. I have done about 4 eye looks today. It's been a day. It's been an evening, let's say that. But just before we do jump into the video, if you have not already, definitely like and subscribe because it would mean the world to me. I do so many project pans, shop my stashes, and get ready with me's here on this channel, and I am dipping my little toe into reviews as well. So I really hope you enjoy this video. There are a lot more coming your way. If you do enjoy my review content, definitely let me know because it really helps me out. And I will also have a link to this palette down in the description box. It will be an affiliate link if you do shop using my affiliate links. Thank you so much. It really does mean the world to me. It just means that I do get a small commission from your sale. It doesn't cost you any extra money at all, but it just helps me out, helps my channel, all that good stuff. So just before we do this eye look, I am going to swatch this palette. I should probably have a look all the way through this video. You will see when I say the shade names, I don't know if it's in the order or if it's reversed. So I'm actually gonna have a look now because I don't want to make a fool of myself again. Okay, yeah, I was right. I was saying them in the right order. So this is vegan and cruelty free as well. It is limited edition. Let's jump into it. First we have the shade Volantic, and this shade is like a cobalt bright blue. Let me swatch it here for you. You can see it is pretty bright here. I did have a few issues with this shade today. It's definitely very dry feeling, but that's not necessarily a bad thing when it comes to eyeshadow. It's just something that I did definitely pick up. I did have a few issues with it. You will see later on in the video. I should say I have used every single shade in this palette on my eye today. So next we have the shade Strike, which is the duochrome in this palette. You can see on my finger here, it is a beautiful blue to purple shade. Unfortunately, I haven't used this too much in my eye look today, but it is stunning. So that is that shade there. You can see, hopefully, it is so beautiful. I'm very, very happy with this shade. It is slightly dark for my personal taste, but I'm really looking forward to doing like a smoky eye with this on the lid. I think that would be amazing. Next, we have the darkest shade in the palette, Stratus. That is what this one looks like. They are very, very dry, but that is just kind of Natasha Denona, to be honest. Natasha Denona's shades are pretty dry a lot of the time. Again, not really a quality thing, it's just an eyeshadow thing. I think they have still worked pretty well. So that is the shade Stratus there. Next is the shade Overcast. And this is like a pastel baby periwinkle kind of blue. This is definitely a lot lighter, a lot smoother, a lot creamier as well. It does have a lot of kick up though. I will also be talking about that during this look. It gave me a little bit of issue, but it's okay. I'm not personally offended by kick up or fallout or anything like that, but I just thought I would let you know. And then finally, I have the shade Aero, which is like a silvery blue shimmery shade. This is what is all over my lid today on my cut crease. Hopefully you can see. And yeah, this is the whole palette swatched out. I'm pretty excited to show you this review. I'm pretty excited for you to hear my views and opinions. So without further ado, let's jump in to the eye look. Okay, here we are. I've honestly been sat here for hours trying to do a look that I like. It's nothing to do with the palette. It is just me, my creativity tonight. It's quite late when I'm filming this, but this is what we kind of came up with. I'm going to add more gems and stuff, but obviously you would have seen in the intro. But yeah, I'm gonna try my best. You can see the state of my palette already. It is pretty beaten and bruised because honestly this is like 4 looks in right now. But I've primed my eyes with my P. Louise primer. I have set it as well. And yeah, let's get stuck in. I feel like I've just run a marathon, honestly, but let's go. Okay, so first I'm taking a tiny little pencil brush. I'm going in to the darkest shade, which is called Stratus. So that is this kind of deep dark matte. This shade is very pigmented, as you'll see, and I would call this more of a medium blue. I wouldn't say that this is a super deep dark blue, but who knows, maybe that's just me and my obsession with like black eyeshadow. It very well could be. So I'm starting with a tiny bit in the inner corner here, and then I'm going to start doing the wing on the outer corner. I do keep having to remind myself that this video is not about the look, and it is more about the eyeshadows and the quality of the eyeshadows. I do definitely get like very stuck on myself to create this like never been done before look, you know? Okay, so this shade has gone on super smooth, super pigmented. I'm very, very happy with it. Again, not as dark as I probably would have done, but I like it very, very good for this kind of color. Then I'm gonna go in with the shade Aero, which is this kind of cobalt blue. Now, this shade I'm not too keen on, you know? Of course, I have done about 4 looks with this, so I'm pretty well established with it, well acquainted, you could say. And this shade is, I'm not sure, it's not the most pigmented, I don't think. These cobalt blues are going to be so difficult to formulate. Obviously, that is not an excuse for Natasha Denona, or any makeup brand, really. If you're selling a product, you should probably know how to make it. That's how my brain works, at least. It does definitely go on, but it maybe doesn't pack as much of a punch as the other shades. I am using another very small brush, by the way, and I'm just going to be running this pretty much on top of the first shade. I did get stuck in this rut of like having to use every single shade in the palette as well. I think that's probably why a lot of my looks didn't turn out great. But I do actually quite like this one, and I have used every single shade, so I'm pretty happy. I would actually really, really like to do a look with just this cobalt blue matte, just to really kind of put it to the test, because obviously right now I'm using it in conjunction with like all of the shades. So you can't really get that much of like a proper understanding for it. But I don't know, I'm not wowed by this specific shade. I'm not sure. It works for its purpose of blending very, very well. But yeah, I would be interested to see this on its own. And now I'm going in with another fairly small brush. It's obviously a lot bigger than the other two. And I'm going in with the shade Strike, which is this pastel blue. And this has a lot of kick up. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see, but there is like a lot of Kick Up, and you can see this shade already has a dip in it. I've not used it that much, so if you do worry about Kick Up and fallout and things like that, this shade is very Kick Up-y. And I'm just gonna start blending that in with the mattes. I'm sure you could have guessed. I'm so beyond excited that Natasha Denona has released something fun like this. I feel like us colour lovers have been kind of waiting in the wings. In the wings. Get it? You get it. But no, we've been waiting in the wings for Natasha Denona to do something like this. Me especially, I am such a blue lover. If you're on my channel a lot, you will definitely know that blue is something that I'm pretty obsessed with, not gonna lie. I would be so interested to see the analytics of this release, like how many people have bought it in comparison to her usual releases, just because I really hope that this risk that Natasha Denona has made has pulled off. I really do want to see more things like this from her. Yeah, it's kind of restored my faith in her a little bit, especially after my disaster with my mini star. I'm sure I would have spoken about that in the intro, but yeah, that was a whole ride. Something that I've noticed that Natasha Denona does very, very well is transition shades. She always has such beautiful light shades in her palettes that do just seem to blend into the skin. Obviously, this is a blue, so it's not really going to blend into the skin unless you're a Smurf, but it seems to just melt in. And obviously, I am very, very pale. I would be interested to see how this performs on darker skin tones. That would be very, very nice to see. But for me personally, and for people with my very pasty, ghosty skin, you will have no issues with these shades. They are absolutely perfect, and I have noticed Natasha Denona does an incredible job of transitions and gradients and things like that, so I knew I was in good hands there. Okay, I'm gonna run off camera, cut my crease all the way around, and then we will be back to put on some shimmers, so I will be right back. Okay, I'm at a place where I don't think they're too dissimilar, so I'm gonna stop before I make it worse, because you guys know there's always that cutoff point where it looks okay, and if you keep going, you're just gonna make it worse. So I'm gonna fill in this cut crease with this end shade called called Volantic. I think I'm going the right way. I think so. This is where I'm going the complete wrong way. You can never tell. I think this is Volantic. Let's just say it is. Who knows? I'm gonna go on with a little kind of flat shader brush. And this shade, I feel could be better. But then a part of me is thinking, am I just comparing it to my beautiful indie duochromes? But then I'm also thinking, well, it is Natasha Denona, so I don't know, just watch and make your own mind up, okay? So, I need to tap out these creases first of all. Wow. Okay, are we ready? Here we go. I'm just tapping this shade on. And as you can see, maybe you can see, there's a bit of colour there. It's definitely one that you need to build up. Obviously, I am using a brush, so the pigmentation may not be 100% there. But I don't know, I kind of wanted a bit more. I'm going to use my finger and try and get some more pigment. I don't know, I feel like this shade in particular could be a lot more than it is, especially for the price. Oh, I feel bad saying that. I'm going to tap a tiny bit in between this kind of liner part of the lid as well. Not the lid, the crease. I know what I am talking about. I don't know if this shade was meant to be like a sheer wash of colour, but that's definitely what I'm getting, and that's definitely what it gives. And I just keep thinking for Natasha Denona prices, you know. Okay, and then, just because I felt bad that I had used every single shade bar one, I'm going in with a little angled brush, and I'm going in with Overcast, which is the kind of duochrome. Oh no, it is. Okay, when I've held it up like this, it is definitely a duochrome. You can see the blue to purple there. Okay, no, my bad. I haven't swatched this palette out yet. You would have obviously seen the swatches, but yeah, I was gonna say it's not really a duochrome, but it is. It definitely is. This is definitely where the price of the palette comes from. It's very hard to make duochromes and it's very expensive, so that's where the money's going. And I'm gonna just start tapping this on my lash line. I feel like this adds a tiny bit more dimension as well. And then I'm just gonna very, very gently follow this line up to make a wing. Okay, I'm definitely seeing the duochrome now. I didn't before, but now it is on the lid. I am seeing it. I have a very bad relationship with Natasha Denona duochromes, and I think past trauma has come to haunt me, okay? But no, this is a beautiful duochrome. It is proper, okay? The mini star, not so much, but we're not talking about my past trauma and my past beef with the mini star today. Okay, and then just to blend it out, I'm taking the light pastel blue shade on that kind of, I was going to say fluffy brush, but it's definitely not a fluffy brush. And I'm just going to just kind of diffuse the edges of this shade. Okay, so this is the look. I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to do my base. And then I'll come back with my lashes on. I might do some more gems. I don't know, should I do some more gems? I'll probably do some more gems, knowing me. And then I will round off this video. My final thoughts, I thought I had a massive bogey in my nose then. We do not, we're safe, we're good. Yeah, I'll come back, tell you my thoughts. Is this worth the money? We'll see, we'll see. Okay, I'll see you in a sec. Okay, I am back and the look is complete. I am actually really happy with how this look turned out. It was a long evening. It is currently, what time is it? 10:30, 10:23. Sorry, I lied. So it's been a long night playing with this palette. It has tested me, but finally I got a look that I like. I got a look that I enjoy, and I got a look that I am happy with. So, final thoughts. I can't help but be a tiny bit disappointed with this palette. I know everyone was not expecting me to say that. Everyone was expecting me to jump for joy and love this palette. There is something missing in it though. I think this shade here was quite disappointing. I had to tap it out on my eye because it was creasing quite badly. This kind of cobalt blue, I didn't really get much thought on it over this video and all the other looks that I did before this video, but I do know that cobalt blues are very hard to formulate. The Fine China shade in the Blue Moon palette by Colourpop is also quite tricky, so that just kind of comes with the territory, I feel. Let's talk pros, okay? Natasha Denona, I have found, always has known how to curate mattes. These three mattes work insanely well together. They blend each other out perfectly. This kind of baby blue, almost kind of periwinkle matte shade blends into my skin amazingly. And for a blue periwinkle, very unnatural shade, that is amazing. The mattes are lovely. It's just the shimmers. And it's the same with my mini star palette. It's the shimmers that I'm not fussed about. Obviously, you are paying a premium for this shade here, the shade Overcast. You are paying a premium rate for a duochrome. It just happens in every palette, unfortunately. I wouldn't say that this duochrome is my go-to. I personally like very light shimmers, but I'm not going to begrudge Natasha Denona for not adhering to my personal style. That's very unrealistic. I would give this probably a 7 out of 10. Yeah, I give it a 7 out of 10. Considering the shipping thing as well, it wasn't great. I am obviously paying a premium price. Natasha Denona is a premium makeup brand. You're not going to get this in Superdrug. It's not blown me away. It does break my heart to say that a little bit, not going to lie. I am overall very glad that Natasha Denona has released this. I feel like blue has been such a, I don't know, feared colour, I guess. I guess it's seen as very old-fashioned, maybe. People do not like blue eyeshadow. You know, the natural girlies who normally buy Natasha Denona, So I am very, very happy that she has evolved. As I said in the intro, I have been waiting for a release like this for years, and maybe it was my hype, maybe it was my personal, you know, hype in my head waiting for something like this that it has let me down a little bit. I don't know, first impressions, don't forget these are first impressions. They are not to be relied upon. I could wake up tomorrow and adore this. I don't know though. I don't know. And that is my final thoughts. Unfortunately, I wish I could give you a solid answer on this. I will probably kind of come back to it in maybe a month and give you a solid thought. But as of right now, I don't know. Would I recommend it on a sale? Yes. I think the price is very expensive. On a sale, I probably would recommend this. Yeah. It does break my heart that this isn't amazing. It isn't what everything my dreams were asking for, but that's okay. And as I said, I do think that some of that may have been my personal hype. Have you tried this palette? Have you had your eye on this palette? Has this review helped you in any way? Let me know down in the comments down below. Don't forget, if you did want this palette, if you were interested in this palette, I will have it linked in the description. Affiliate links are a new thing that I'm kind of trying out, and they are amazing for my channel. I will get a small percentage of your sale if you do end up purchasing this palette. It means the world to me. It does help out my channel so much. And yeah, with that, I'm gonna pop off, I think. I love this review. I love doing reviews. I am definitely going to try and do more reviews in the future because, I don't know, I'm evolving my content a little bit. I'm still in project panning mind and project panning world, but I do want to just kind of dip my toe into some reviews, and I do have a really exciting palette review coming very soon, so definitely stick around for that as well. So this is where I'm going to love you and leave you guys. If you did enjoy this video, definitely like and subscribe because it would mean the world to me, and I will see you very soon for a brand new video. Bye!